them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Wynonna too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast bonus mail sack episode. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
And I'm Anne.
Tara can join us. So Anne is stepping in, and thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
I like the way the hat works with your hair.
It looks
Yes,
good.
okay.
It's right on top.
I mean,
it works very well.
you definitely, you did work on that. Like, it's not just a
I
happy
did.
accident. Yeah, of course.
No.
I like
That's
it.
very good.
I was thinking about trying to do my hair up like that for the cast, but it's still a little long. It won't go in a point. I'm the short hair club too now.
Yeah, you
I
are.
got it all whacked off a little bit.
Welcome.
Thank you. I mean,
All-
I've been here before.
All are welcome. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. We missed you.
It's my Gabrielle hair that I had back in the day.
It totally is, yeah. We have a mighty bursting mail sack. Let's jump into it. Wendy, why don't you take us away? Take us into the seas of the sack.
Happy to. I'm going to start with an email from Jennifer, and I love the subject line. It says, "Slather some barbecue sauce on that rib."
Dirty.
Yeah. Happy New Year's Day. Happy New Year's, dear misfits. Question. When does it become not acceptable to tell someone Happy New Year's? 16 days into the new year, right? I think it's in January, you're good.
Yeah.
I'd say in January. February, stop. You're done. So many things have happened since we last corresponded. My husband and I caught another cold. I hate this. We've got like 5 different illnesses since Thanksgiving. There was at least a 2-week window where we were all well. All that to culminate to an epic mishap. A couple of nights ago, my husband woke me up at 2 a.m. saying how his sides and ribs really hurt and he was having trouble breathing. He looked very pale. He told me he was going to get an ambulance to take him to the hospital. He thought it was that serious. Throughout our 10 years together, he called the ambulance for himself about 5 times. He's prone to pneumonia that leads to hospitalization. It's some pretty serious stuff. I fall back asleep and wake up to my son freaking out in his room at about 6:30. He didn't have school that day. Didn't he know it was MLK Day? I was changing his diaper. From behind me, I hear, "Hey, is this okay?" I scream and turn around. It was my husband, who I thought was in the hospital, and that I'd be seeing him in the hospital later that day. I calm down and ask how he's doing. He said he came back an hour ago.
Oh.
I go to put Daniel in his arms, but he says he can't hold him. I asked why. He says, "You know how I've been coughing a lot lately? Well, the doctor did some tests, thought the reason why I'm having trouble breathing is because I might have a pulled muscle. They ordered me an MRI. Turns out I broke a rib. The guy coughed so hard he broke a freaking rib. Did any of you know that could happen?" Okay, Wendy here. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I actually had a
heard of
friend
that.
who coughed so hard he broke a rib, and then they ended up finding out he had lymphoma. And that's why he was coughing so much. He's good. He's fine. He's living a life. He got over it, but
That's good.
he was able to beat it. But yeah, that's how he got into, because he kept saying he was coughing and coughing, and they couldn't figure out why, and he broke a rib, and that's when they figured it out. So
Man.
Jennifer says, because I sure didn't. If it's not one thing with him, it's another thing. Like that one time he got COVID and was diagnosed with gout on a business trip about 2 years ago. That's a story for another day.
Poor man.
Anyway, I've got a man with a broken rib and a little guy who wants said man with a broken rib to play and roughhouse with him. Apparently, Daniel likes playing with Daddy more than he likes to play with me. He especially loves laying on him. My husband will say to Daniel, "I can't play with you too rough, okay? Daddy is hurt." Daniel will reply, "You want Daniel to kiss Boo-Boo?" Oh.
Yes, I do.
It's very sweet. Also, Daniel doesn't refer to himself as Bubbles anymore. He refers to himself in the third person now, and it makes it seem like he's a VIP. Daniel wants water. Daniel wants mommy to go sit over there. Daniel had fun at school. Wow. Daniel's
Daniel
going
is
into a new phase of life there.
He is
He's
a VIP.
evolved.
Daniel
Yeah.
is a VIP.
P.S. What's a stupid injury you've ever had? And then P.P.S. It took me a week to finish this email. Is it weird to say Happy New Year 22 days after the fact? No, right?
No.
And then,
in her defense, this was sent on January 22nd.
Oh, that's true. So this is
sometime
well
later,
within
so-
the realm.
Yeah.
And then Jen said one of the pictures is my Christmas cactus blossoming after 2 years.
That's cool.
Oh, Christmas cactus. That looks very pretty. There's
love that.
the former Bubbles, now known as
Formerly
Daniel.
known as Bubbles.
Yes, Daniel,
Yeah.
formerly known as Bubbles. Yeah,
Oh, it looks like he got a little race car thing behind him.
that's fun.
There's Daniel and Bubble. Daniel's sitting on Daddy's broken rib.
Very comfortable.
Wow. He looks very pensive in that shot. Little Bubbles. I'm still going to call you Bubbles, Daniel.
Oh,
Sorry.
Bubbles.
I can't let
Long
that
live
go.
Bubbles.
Long live Bubbles.
Here's my stupid injury.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this.
This is a good one. So I was in my garage with my parents and we were cleaning things out of the garage. And I said, oh, look, an ab roller. Remember these? And I was like, remember you get on it? And I got on the ground and I put my arms on the ab roller like you do. But of course, it's been so long. I don't remember the instructions. It said, don't do it on a hard surface because you could fall.
Do it on a concrete surface.
So I'm on the concrete. And then all of a sudden my arms fly out and I hit the
Wendy.
ground with my face.
Ooh.
Like chin first. I get up. I look at my hands. There's blood. I don't know where the blood's coming from. My parents are both staring at me horrified. I'm like, go get a paper towel. And they just stand there and mom's like, go get paper towels. So they get them. I'm putting paper towels all over this. Mom's driving me. Then you get in the car. She's trying to take me to the little ER thing. And of course, everywhere I go, and her driving is making me more. I'm the calm one. And I don't handle things like this well. But when it's me, I'm like, I'm the calm one. And I'm like, I don't know if I've got teeth missing. I don't know if it's a chin. I mean, I'm calling in work. Like, I don't know if my mouth will be wired shut tomorrow. So I'm calling out now because I get up to be there at like 4 a.m.
Oh boy.
So we get to the first ER and they're like, this is more, you need to go to the hospital ER. And of course, every time I'm meeting with someone, they're like, what happened? Well, I fell off an ab roller. And I'm like, I need a better story. But
Oh, no.
that's my story. I fell off an ab roller and I still have a little scar. I had to get stitches in my chin. I still have a couple of teeth that aren't wholly right because they broke
Really?
part of them off. Yeah,
Oh,
a couple of teeth
Wendy.
broke apart weird. And then I got the scar on my chin, but so does Harrison Ford. He has a scar on his chin, different part, but
Yeah.
it kind of bonds us. So that's my
So, like,
injury.
how are your abs?
Well,
Did you get a six pack?
unfortunately, I only did one
Oh no.
one ab roll, and my abs they didn't support. Well, my abs or my arms didn't support me, so it was a fail.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't do an ab roller on a concrete surface. It's a reminder if any of you still have them. And then they're like, "Oh, I bet you want to get rid of it now." I'm like, "Nope. This is going in the treasure vault." It's a great story.
This is
Vintage.
Vintage.
good tip. What about you, Anne? Stupid injuries? Injury?
Yeah, I tore my ACL boarding an airplane.
Oh no.
Like I was leaving out of Wisconsin to fly to California. I was coming out here to meet my now in-laws for like the very first time.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I'm getting into my seat and I'm like holding on to the seat in front of me and like scooching in, and I must have planted my foot and twisted my leg just so, and I
Ooh.
just heard this pop.
Pop.
And my
Oh.
knee gave out and I was like, oh my God. And I just buckled into the seat and Stacy was like,
No.
what's wrong? And I'm like, I just did something really bad.
Oh, and then you had to fly.
You stayed
We
on the
literally,
plane?
I scooched all the way into the window
Anne, no.
and I was like, I'm in the seat, like we're boarding.
Yeah.
And
no.
I said, can you just ask for like a bag of ice? So I sat there with a bag of ice on my knee. We had a layover in Minneapolis and it was long.
My God.
And I sat there and I iced it and I was like, I don't know. Well, when we landed, I was like, I don't know if I can get off the plane. And I was like, okay, it's like, maybe it's going to be okay. And I took one step and it just popped right out.
Oh,
and I was like,
God.
oh, I'm
Jesus.
like, oh, fuck. So I just like limped along really slowly
No.
to not let it pop out again. And then it was such a long layover that I was just like still for a long time. And then it was like, I don't think I can walk to the next step. So we had to get like a tram to take us to the thing.
Yeah.
And then her family met us at LAX with crutches.
Oh wow.
And they took me straight to Los Robles Hospital.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good
and then
story,
we
though.
we went to Magic Mountain. It was like Thanksgiving that we came out here for. So like their family always went to Magic Mountain for like the day after or something like that. So my first memory of meeting her aunt is we got a wheelchair at Magic Mountain. And she just pushed me around Magic Mountain the whole time.
That's so
Oh,
cute.
wow.
Yeah.
Bonded. That's nice.
Good times. Good times.
What they have to do to your
Getting
knee? Did you have
on
to
a
have
plane.
surgery?
I didn't, but like
Oh,
I
good.
will never be a skier.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Or
always
gymnast.
I'm real like
Tragedy.
protective of it.
It's a tragedy. I broke my finger playing badminton,
Oh,
and I
It's
wasn't
an
even-
aggressive sport.
Well, it wasn't.
apparently.
So I was playing with my sister, and I was it was just like I was reenacting something that had just happened. So it wasn't even during the actual like playing, and I just kind of like lost my balance, and I landed on my hand, but on my finger. Like my finger took all the brunt. I'm like, ooh, that stings.
Owie.
And I thought I jammed it. And like, I would play basketball a lot. And then, you jam it. It's like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Well, 2 weeks later, I'm like, Mom, I think my finger's broke. She's like, okay, let's go. And because it had been so long, it had started to heal. So in the doctor's office, he's like, well, we're going to have to break it again so that we can set it properly. I was like, oh,
Wendy's gonna pass out.
I said, what does that mean? He's like, well, I want you to breathe really deep. I'm gonna count to 3. Yeah, we did it. I didn't get like a shot. I was like 12. I didn't get a shot or anything. He just like, here it comes, and snap. And that's that story.
How is it now? Is it janky?
No, it's totally fine.
You can't even tell.
Boop, boop, boop. I mean, I had to have I had like one of those cool like casts on it, and my friends signed it and stuff. But yeah, but at the time I told people it was playing, not pretending to play.
Yeah.
because that's
Right.
stupid. Yeah,
Badminton's
No.
great. Other than that,
I love badminton.
I get more nauseous and clammy and anxious listening to y'all's stories than I did with my own injury.
Yeah,
When I was
always.
bleeding out of my chin, I can't listen to them. Ugh. That was fun.
Anyway, okay.
Good times. Good injuries. I'm glad we all had stories. That's fun.
Yeah, and we're all okay. I feel like
Yeah,
everybody
good
has
times.
that one like, ugh, I did.
I
this
feel like
thing.
until that happened, I didn't. I don't. Well, although I would have had to go back when I was a kid, and we made a fort out of bricks, and then I was
no.
crawling out of the doorway, and
Wendy.
a brick fell on my finger, and I had to have my fingernail
Yeah.
removed. That would have been it till the broller. But
Fair enough.
knock on wood.
Yeah,
I haven't had that
don't
many injuries.
kids
Don't
don't play with
tempt
bricks.
fate.
Yeah, kids don't play with bricks.
We didn't know.
Stick with blankets.
Yeah.
Guys, I have an email from Beck. Beck says, "Hey nerds."
Hey, Beth.
Beck. Last week, when you guys were reading the mail sack, something unimaginable happened. I found a fellow Snop Tart that I can now relate to.
What?
Shelby, how the fuck do you pace yourself when building Lego? 1 to 2 bags at a time? Question mark. That's crazy talk. I'm talking to 2 Lego heads right here. Once that box is open, unless something pops up that I absolutely cannot ignore, I'm powering through. Interesting. Also speaking of unrelatable, Tracy's itinerary gave me extreme anxiety. I'm sure for some people that kind of detail would make it the best trip ever, knowing where and when you're going to be at a certain time and places. But if I was even a minute over that expected travel time, I'd be stressed. I'm super annoying though, because I can't function without a schedule or a plan, but I also can't function if it's too tightly scheduled. Don't you just love how we're all so different?
That's what brings everyone together. Our differences. Oh, wait.
I'm so glad Niecy Nash won the award purely for the fact that my memories of Clean House have now been unlocked. I'd completely forgotten about that show. I remember watching it with my mom and sister a lot and just constantly saying, take off your blindfold and open your eyes.
Okay, you gotta take off your blindfold and open your eyes.
There it is.
There it is.
To each other all the time. It was the best. Everybody, it's science time. I've found something cool to share with the class again. This time it's the leaf sheep. You don't have to Google it this time. I've included some pics. If that isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen, then you're wrong. Look at it. They live in tropical climates and are found next to coral reefs. Not in them, but next to them. They just chill out and graze on algae. They're real small and only grow to about 8 millimeters. They graze on algae, suck up the chloroplasts, and then they store it in the serrata, which is the spiky looking thing on its back, for about 10 days. That whole process is called, thanks so much, Beck. It's called kleptoplasty. And by doing that, they can supplement their diet through photosynthesis. They're basically a plant. I love them. Just quickly before I go, Jennifer, you should most definitely not go to Asia. I've watched movies. I know how this ends. Your passport will be mysteriously go missing so you can't return. Someone's going to get kidnapped or go missing under strange circumstances or something equally dramatic. Don't do it. Love you guys. Beck. P.S. If I mysteriously disappear after this email, don't fret. I've probably just ran away to live a kid-free life in the bush. I'm stupidly taking my kids camping for 4 days tomorrow. Wish me luck.
Wow, good luck.
This thing is very cute.
That is adorable.
This can't be real.
It looks like a cow. It almost like a cartoon cow, right? Its face is kind of like a cartoon cow. It
looks like
cute.
it's photoshopped in there.
I know.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
That's adorable. Yeah,
It's
it doesn't look
really
real.
cute.
I wonder why they called it
looks-
leaf sheep instead of cow, because it does look like a cow with
It's a
horns. and a
total
little nose.
cow. And I will say that saying chloroplast, I haven't said that word since probably like 10th grade chemistry, and it unlocked something in my brain. Anyway.
It's the cutest thing.
Chloroplast.
You should get a tattoo of this, Beck. This little sheep
So
thing.
cute.
What's it called again?
Like if you would see that in the
Leaf
wild,
sheep.
you'd be
Leaf
like,
sheep.
"That's so cute."
I wonder how
It
big
is.
it is. Like, how
She
small
said
is that? Is
8
that something you can even see with the naked eye?
She said 8 millimeter, and
Oh,
we're
8
in
millimeters.
America, so
I don't know what that
I don't
means.
know what that means.
We can't convert. That's
No,
No,
there's-
I got no clue how big this
It's
thing is.
It's impossible.
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Thanks for science time, Beck.
Oh, yeah, I Googled it. 5 millimeter to 1 centimeter. That doesn't help me.
No,
That's
I
even
don't.
more
Oh,
confusing.
a quarter to 3/8 inch in length.
Is it bigger than a bread
So
box?
tiny. So tinier than an inch.
Super small.
Wow,
Super small.
tiny.
All
I
right.
want one now.
Super cute.
They're like,
Like
a
those
sea
are
monkey.
the stuffed animals you should have, right? Something unique like that.
Totally.
Leaf
They'd
sheep.
be all like
Leaf sheep.
floofy, like with little fingers on the outside,
Yeah.
like
I'm
a
into
mop.
it. I'm into
Let's
it.
do it.
All right. Well, I have an email from Mish. Subject: The gang's all here. Just a quick email while I'm taking a break from cleaning and assembling furniture in my new condo.
Woo!
That's right. Your girl has become a homeowner since the last time I sent an email.
Okay.
Oh God, who let me do this? There are so many calls to make and emails to send.
Congrats.
Anyway,
Yeah. Congrats. Huge.
Work. Congrats. Who knows?
Yeah. Good luck.
Anyway, I'm listening to the latest Snap-isode while putting scrubbing down walls, and the discussion about the weird Sasquatch movie made me remember a cool thing I saw on Blue Sky, the Twitter replacement app that is still yet to replace it. The idea is that Bigfoot is just black bears walking on their hind legs during their skinny season.
Ooh, there's a link.
There's a link. Check this post
Oh,
out.
Blue Sky. Why do they have
Did we click
a
it?
butterfly? It's so close to Twitter. I clicked it. Oh, yeah.
that's
Okay.
that's upsetting.
Oh God.
That's really creepy. But why is it only its
Those
butt?
are bears?
It almost
That's
looks more
not
like
a
a
bear.
gorilla.
It's only its butt.
Oh, that is
though.
creepy, though.
The one on the swings, the lawn swing thing, that doesn't look like a bear. Like how long
Well,
those legs
But it's
are.
skinny. Maybe that
do you
is
say
actually
swing?
a Bigfoot.
Well, you know, like a lawn, like one of those, like, you know what I'm talking about. I'll just keep doing this.
Yeah, but I don't see it.
You know, there's 4 pictures, right, on the post?
Yeah, if you click on the link, it takes you to
Oh,
post
the
with a
top
bunch
right
of-
one?
Yeah. That's
I don't like it.
Those legs are too long to be a
kinda
bear. I
creepy.
think you're proving my point here, Mish. I think this is clearly a Sasquatch. And not a bear, not a skinny bear. Anyway.
I don't like it. Yeah, it says it's both unsettling and extremely entirely convincing.
Totally
Mystery
unsettling.
solved as far as I'm concerned. I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
Those are creepy. Those are creepier than an actual Sasquatch photo.
Yeah.
I don't like
weird.
it.
I mean, if you don't see the face, I could see how you wouldn't realize that's a bear.
And why
It's
is
stuff
it,
of nightmares.
and why is it
Yeah.
only its butt? Why can't we see the front?
Yeah,
Because if
that's
you see the
what's
front,
weird.
as soon as it shows you the front, you probably start running.
You'd be
You're
like,
not
"Oh,
taking
that's a bear."
pictures. You're just taking pictures till it turns around and then you run out of there.
A very good point.
Yeah.
When I haven't been snopping, I've of course had Oak Island on in the background while I've been packing and cleaning. I stand by my assessment that it fulfills that same vital brainless niche that football does, where you only have to pay attention when someone sounds excited. Perfect noise for a busy day around the house. Oh, someone in the mail sack just mentioned Assassin's Creed Mirage. I cannot wait to be done with the moving process so I can finally play it. I too am annoyed that they no longer have the option of playing as a woman. But given that the main female character in the game is voiced by,
I got this.
I don't fucking know
I
what
got,
that
no,
name
I got it. I
is.
looked it up. You ready? Show Ray Agdashlu.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
That's what
that's
I
cool.
said.
I looked it up.
Just like I said.
I bet you've seen her and stuff, Anne. She's very
Sure.
recognizable. At least.
It's probably for the best that she's not the player character. Otherwise, I'd just combust from gay rather than progressing in the game. If you're not familiar with her, she's in The Expanse, among other things. I have not watched that. She describes herself as having a Persian accent heavy on
Yeah.
the purr.
I love
Yeah.
Like
that.
that.
I like it.
She really does. The main place, I remember she was in, I think 24. The show 24,
Oh,
maybe in the
cool.
last place I saw her.
Okay.
Is there a chat? I was going to send y'all a picture. I don't know
It's,
if I can do that, though.
Mish finishes by saying deadly.
text it,
Back
huh?
to adulting, Mish.
Thank you, Mish. And of course, someone mentions Oak Island when Tara's not here. This
Every
always
fucking time.
happens.
So, Kat, did you watch the latest episode?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Do you want me to spoil it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was so they finally dug down
there
at the
wood?
bottom of the garden shaft.
Yeah.
And they started sticking this thing, like this probing tool,
Sure.
into the shaft.
Yeah.
and
Probing the shaft.
to
yeah.
see, and what they wanted to find, like in the previews, I'm like, they found gold, they found something important, but they're like, we just want to find wood, because they're like digging the tunnel down, and then they're trying to get to this tunnel that's underneath that they think was used for treasure. So they're sticking this thing through, and their goal is to hit wood. They
Yeah.
want to hit wood because that shows, yeah, there's a tunnel down there, and they
Man-made.
found the wood.
Oh, shit.
And it's like they're thrilled. They're like, we're in the game. This confirms that there's something down there. So now you got to date the wood to make sure it's researcher wood.
Okay.
And then next week they find metal down there. So
Okay.
just
All right.
saying.
Well, I'm
I
watching.
sent you that one where they found some pottery.
Yeah.
I just sent you a picture of Shora. Yeah, they found a lot of pottery last week too, like big chunks of pottery down by the swamp.
Things are heating up.
I'm really invested. Like I'm locked on every episode this year.
I'm gonna get caught up
Because-
today because I'm
Yeah,
behind, and
it's-
I want to be caught up with you. So we
Dude,
can
they're
talk
gonna
about
find
this.
something.
Okay, and Tara's gonna be so embarrassed.
That's
She's
right.
gonna be like, I should have been watching this whole time.
She's gonna eat her words.
I
She's
called her
gonna
a
have lot of
doubting
catching
Thomas.
up to do.
Yep, because they're gonna find something cool.
They have to, Wendy.
Yep. So, I have an email from Cynthia, and the subject is EDE. It says, although I wasn't able to go to XenaCon this year, we missed you, Cynthia. I am going to Earp Division Expo in May in Niagara Falls. Are any of you guys attending? Any Snop Tarts going? So, yeah, if any Snop Tarts are going, let us know. I cannot go because I can't go anywhere fun. I have to go to Dallas all the time. So, I can never go anywhere interesting.
Yeah, I'm not going this year. Scheduling
No,
issues. Scheduling issues.
Me either. I won't be attending this year.
I'm sure there's going to be some other Snop Tarts there.
Oh,
Cynthia,
there will be.
I'm sure there
There'll
will be.
Tens of dozens, I'm sure.
Jackie's probably going.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There you go.
Shelby will probably go. Yeah, there'll be some Snop Tarts there.
For sure.
Karen O.
Karen, for sure.
Yeah.
As far as video games, I highly recommend The Expanse, a Telltale series. Telltale. Main character is Kamina Drummer, and if you choose, she has a romance with a female crewmate. What?
Okay.
Interesting. Lastly, I wanted to ask again about starting a Snop Discord channel. I can post on Discord, but I have no idea how to start a channel.
Okay.
Some Snop listener must have the tech knowledge. Please, someone step forward.
Okay.
Cynthia, I hope someone does. I feel like, you know, celebrities, you always, not that we are celebrities, but like whenever you hear celebrities, like, I don't even know how my email works. I don't know how to do all this tech stuff. I'm like, I get it because I'm old and I don't know Discord.
You know Discord, Ann?
I do. I mean, I started one for the Why Not gang.
Okay. Can you start one for us?
I can if you really want to. I don't. It's some work. Some work.
Okay. All right. Well,
We can
maybe.
talk offline.
But if someone wants to start it and invite us, I'll show up. I just don't know how
Yeah.
to. I can barely keep up with WhatsApp
Well, we do
and
have a
Twitter.
tech department. Maybe Alex. I know she's
There
kind
you
of
go.
busy, but
Yeah, I mean,
see.
I figured it out. It's not hard.
Okay.
But yeah, if Snop listeners wanted to start their own little gaggle,
Yeah.
and then you guys chimed in, it's a lot of maintenance, additional maintenance for you if you do it to like monitor things.
So,
and
like,
stuff.
if you
And
do create it, you have to monitor it. You have to like be an admin kind of thing.
yeah, you kind of got to admin and like
All right. All right. Well,
it's a whole
Cynthia,
thing.
maybe to watch a YouTube video on how to start a Discord channel, and then you could be the admin. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk about this.
Hey, can I give a quick breaking news in the middle of emails?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
The new
there's
Star Wars
breaking
show.
news.
I mean, it's not like exciting Earp stuff, but the Acolyte, the new Star Wars show,
Yeah.
coming out this summer. I guess
Oh,
it just like this
sweet.
morning they announced it's going to be out this summer. It's like
That's
breaking news.
Very exciting. This
Okay.
is good. This is
Just
very
a note.
good.
Like I said, it wasn't the biggest exciting news, but yeah, a Star Wars show coming out this summer. Disney
Take
Plus.
it.
Back to email.
We'll take it. I think it's my turn. I have an email from Suze. Suze's email is entitled Treasure. Treasure. Hey guys, you guys are so right. Britain is full of treasure. I found Saxon. Okay. Suze, you're living my dream. I found Saxon coins, Roman arrowheads, and an unexploded World War One bomb.
What?
Unfortunately,
Dang.
we live in a sovereign country, so anything that's found belongs to the crown. What a bunch of crap that is.
What if you just don't tell
These royals, you know? Yeah, what if you just don't tell them? What if it
Just
disappears, Suze?
Mum's the word.
I have found no such treasure. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. I skipped a line. I can't keep up this facade. I have found no such treasure, down in large part
Oh,
to having never used a metal detector in my life. So wait, this is just a facade?
it was a facade. It was a ruse.
Suze, you had me
It was
going.
pranking us.
The one in the photo was legit. It was my grandfather's. Oh, that's nice.
Where's a photo?
It was the previous photo that she'd sent.
Gotcha.
It made me laugh that none of you, at least verbally, questioned the validity of the photo I sent because, Suze, we trusted you.
And we wanted it so badly for you.
Yes.
I mean, it looked cool to me. Looked legit.
You
I mean,
look
you never
like
know what
you-
you're going to find in a backyard.
Looked like you knew what you were doing.
We're just gullible.
I can't believe this. You can clearly see that it was taken in my back garden. Okay, what's the problem there? And I'm even wearing pajamas in it.
That's when I do my best treasure hunting.
Yeah, you looked comfortable. In your back garden, Suze, 1,000 years ago, there was people living there and they could have buried something. Like, come on. People find things in their back garden all the time. I love that Kat noticed my trainers, but didn't notice that I'm cupping my ears if listening to something when I'm not wearing headphones. It looked legit.
The guy on Oak Island doesn't wear headphones.
I feel like a fool.
I don't think.
Who, Gary, the Bobby Dazzler? I've decided that I'm either a much more accomplished actor, liar than I realized, or you guys were just happily playing along with my bit. Either way, I just could not keep up my charade. I feel lied to, Suze. I really do.
Yeah.
You've
Lost our trust.
You've lost our trust.
I
You're
think
gonna have to earn it back.
I think Kat and I especially, like, we just so want to be able to just go walk around with a metal detector and find cool
Yeah.
things. We just wanted to believe it was true because it's cool.
It is cool.
I think about finding treasure at least like once a week, and yet I've made no efforts to actually find any treasure.
Oh man, guys, we would have so much fun.
We should do it.
Suze the liar continues. I have one more Oh no. Don't do this to me, Suze. Don't do this to me. I have one more confession.
Oh, no.
I have also never watched Curse of Oak Island. It was recommended to me, but I never bothered watching it. This does not mean I don't want you to continue giving us updates as the season progresses. Mainly because I love to hear Tara's derisive tone. Derisive? Help us, Wendy. Derisive?
I'm stumped. Derisive, I think.
Derisive tone as she poo-poos everything they find. Suze, you've cut me deeply.
Suze, if that's even your real name.
Thank you.
What else have you lied to us
I'm just
about?
glad Tara's not here to hear this. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, Tara can poo-poo all she wants.
And she will continue to poo-poo.
They're going to find that treasure.
Poo-poo.
Poo-poo.
The way you say it.
Poo-poo. Poo-poo.
Poo-poo.
Lastly, I'm looking forward to your reactions to the Oscar nominations announced this week. I cannot think of a better way to encapsulate the themes of Barbie than nominating Ryan Gosling in the I'm Just Ken song and not Margot Robbie or Greta Gerwig. Classic. Love you guys, Suze. Yeah, we'll get into Oscars, I think, next time. But yeah, it was a bit of a
Oh, yeah. I forgot we hadn't
gut.
really talked about it, have we?
Bit of a gut punch, but yeah.
I mean, I get, Oscars are always like a role like Margot's. I think she was deserving. I think she, like, I think we did talk a little bit. I think she made it look easier than it is
Yeah.
to pull off what she pulled off. And then Greta,
Agreed.
I think there's, it was a fun, light comedy, but with some substance film. And they're like, nah, we're gonna not nominate these people that did like a true drama or whatever. And I haven't seen I think of the nominated directors, I've only seen one of the films, so
Yeah.
I can't really speak to anything. But I think Greta Gerwig, I'll tell her tonight.
Please.
Going to the DGAs tonight. I'll say, Greta, don't let it get you down.
Yeah.
'Cause you're great. And I voted
Pep
for
talk.
her at the DGAs. I thought, I'm going to give Greta a vote.
I hope she wins.
Well, I think it'll probably be Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, it's a
No,
tough,
and
tough
you know
category.
what? I think Christopher Nolan probably deserves it. I think he's good. I think he made
Yeah.
a great film. But yeah, I think Greta should have been up in there in the conversation.
I agree.
So, but
I agree. But it's a tough film to sell to. Listen, the Oscar
Right.
Academy, they take themselves very seriously, and they want to feel good and smart about their nominees. And I think it's a hard sell for Barbie, even though it's on from the outside, all appearances, it's kind of fluffy and like whatever. But no, man, there's some serious stuff going on there, and it was a big movie with a lot of things that could have gone horribly wrong, and it all worked, and it was all
Easy.
perfectly executed.
And there is a female director nominated. It's, I mean, that is a thing. Justine Triet, who did Anatomy of a Fall. I mean, there is a female director. It's like, I feel like you're not hearing a lot about it because Greta Gerwig's not in there, but,
Yeah.
it wasn't 5 dudes and no Greta. There was a female, but I haven't seen the movie. I can't really speak to if it's good. But I think Greta Gerwig did. It was like a balancing act of not being too, like that line of comedy and zaniness and
Yeah.
heartfeltness
But also eye candy and just beautiful,
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway,
so,
there you go.
Next one.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an AK email. Subject, well, balls. Mail sitting unsent in my outbox. Not cool, Google. An mean face emoji.
Very mean.
Don't fuck with the snot mail. You made me miss the deadline. Me being in the middle of nowhere with no single doesn't excuse that sort of behavior. Or, never mind. I'm sure the email that eventually got to you was a timeless classic. What can I say? I'm on holiday. Today I looked out across the meadow beneath the window and saw a tiny lamb running for its mom. Don't blame it. It's windy and chuffing freezing, and the poor little sod is very fresh.
Aw, poor little
We're
sod.
staying in some farm cottage now with a view down the valley to the North Sea. It's beautiful, but oh boy, it's a wind tunnel. Brr. It's been lovely, though, holed up somewhere with very thick stone walls, underfloor heating from a totally carbon-neutral source, glorious views, and bonus Netflix. Happy face emoji. Happy days. We've just watched Naiad. My God, Jodie Foster. Heart eye emoji.
Hell yeah.
So impressive. I guess maybe you guys are all at a con now. Hope it's completely epic and you all have an amazing time. Smile face emoji. I'm going to go paint the view some more. Crying happy face emoji. Cheers, queers. AK.
Lovely.
I think the con was when you guys were at the Xena.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Xena-ing it up.
It was an amazing, very fun time. And
Great. Great weekend.
you're right, AK. Jodie Foster. He's great.
Yeah.
And
Her
Naiad.
arms.
I
Her
want her to be my
arms.
trainer. She looked amazing. Have you kept up, Kat, with Night Country?
I haven't started.
Detective
yet.
Mike. Oh, okay. Didn't know. They released an episode just last night of this recording early because they usually come out on Sundays, and they released this one on Friday because Super Bowl. And we ain't putting it out Sunday night. So I haven't watched that one yet, but I am caught
Okay.
up. It's been really good. So
It's on our list. Leah and I, my wife, who I'm married to, we're gonna watch it together. So it's more difficult. But I will see it. I have to.
yeah, I mean it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I have another email from the prolific AK.
Love it.
Who emails us to say the subject is "My dudes, you're back." Hey guys, excellent to hear you. I mean, I gather something went wrong with the sports ball. Fair enough. Six Nations rugby is fast approaching, so horrors await here too.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Before that madness kicks off, Max and I have decided to take a summer holiday. That's what gardeners do in the middle of the off season. It's been -4. Oh, that's 24.8 to you retrograde Fahrenheit types. A scale based on the freezing temperature of salty water, you weirdos. Or so all week. Oh, it's not that bad, 24. So coming to the seaside makes perfect sense. Also, a named storm is coming in. Perfect. We arrived late last night. Cold, dark, windy. We managed to walk to the cliff top and inspect the statue near our hotel. I have attached her for you. Her name is Dora. Oh, that's where Dora is. Huh.
Found her.
A World War I nurse who became the first female fishing boat skipper on the East Coast. Max immediately claimed her as one of us. So nice to be greeted on arrival by family.
Oh, that's so cute. Dora.
So Echo. Oh, I'm gonna look at the statue real quick while we're sitting here.
Dora's
oh,
badass.
that's interesting. That's a cool looking statue.
Yeah, it's really
What's
neat.
it made of?
It's probably made of like fishing.
Yeah, that's
gear,
really cool.
wire or something.
Yeah, that's a really neat statue,
It's
Dora.
beautiful. I mean, she looks like a badass.
Yeah. So Echo Trump's secret invasion? Yeah. I'm guessing that's not hard to do, but I'm so excited about this. A Marvel super with disabilities? I mean, kind of a villain, of course, because duh, but you got to take what you can get. I still have not watched more than episode 1. I tried to watch the second one the other night, and I was really sleepy, and it was late, so I didn't. But
And you got to pay attention because the sign language, like you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Have you watched the whole thing, Ann?
No, I only watched 1 or 2, I think.
1 and 2. Yeah, I definitely look forward to getting back to it.
We got to do that.
It's the first episode already. Secret Invasion, you messed it up in the first step, Secret Invasion. You killed off someone you shouldn't have touched, and it was downhill from there. So, there's a new actor coming. Awesome. I didn't see the last thing. Watchful Eye. I couldn't find it. Was it any good, Wendy? Worth paying for if it comes to Amazon? I think it's been on Hulu for some reason. Is it Hulu it was on, I think? It was fine. It was mostly about there were the adult characters, including Amy, and then there were these young characters like the nannies, and it was, it was fine. Kind of thing Amy can do without even trying too hard. I mean, she's good. It was like a cool part, but she's always at her best when she's playing a slightly crazy sci-fi type character,
Totally.
But yeah, she was great. It was fun to watch, and unfortunately didn't get a season 2 because it looked like it might have gone some interesting places with her character, but alas, we shall never know. But there is a movie coming out called Angels. What is it called? Something Ordinary Angels with Hilary Swank, and Amy has a little part as it's about a man whose wife dies and then his child is sick, and it's Hilary Swank's character tries to come help him raise money to save his daughter, but Amy plays the dead wife, so I don't know how much she's in it. And like flashbacks or just the beginning, but anyway, plan to go see that. Yeah,
Good
so that's
for
coming out end of February.
Nice.
And then AK says, "Oh shit, distracted by holiday. Hope I sent this in time. Catch you later, dudes." Thanks, AK.
Later, dude.
Plenty of time.
Later.
It was January
Later,
20
dudes.
January 26th.
Look, our schedule's been so crazy.
It has.
People have emailed us, and then we eventually read them because
Yeah. Listen, we're doing our best. 2024, doing our best.
we try.
And yeah, hope you had a great holiday, AK. And
With
Max.
all the weather and the statues.
Yeah, very cool.
Looks
Well,
like a nice place.
It does. Looks beautiful. I'd love to be there right now.
Me too.
Well, I have an email. This is a little more recent. This just in from Jackie and Buster.
Jackie and Buster.
And the subject is Snop After Dark.
Mm.
Dearest Snop, how very dare you drop a special episode late at night when certain people who totally do not have a packing procrastination problem should be sleeping. Just kidding. Love y'all. And of course I listen instead of sleeping. Totally mature adult decision. Agreed. I support it. Let me address the very large orange kitty in the room. Of course, the one seeking vengeance will be Calamity Jane.
How did we not even guess that?
Shunned by a heartbroken Nicole, barely tolerated by a belligerent Rachel, a tempted appetizer of one monster deadly, she clearly has a thirst for vengeance. Or she's happily frolicking in the woods. Could go either way. That is an interesting theory.
Mm-hmm. Killer kitty.
Seriously, knowing how one Emily Andress likes to shake things up, it'll probably come out of left field, like perhaps having Keanu Teresa come in and be some kind of new antagonist. Wow.
That would be interesting.
That would be
That'd be
fabulous.
bonus.
Oh my God. Can't wait to see what kind of ride we're all about to go on. Happy Galentine's, Jackie and Buster. P.S. Please enjoy pics of Buster and Wiley being cute. Oh, Buster.
Buster.
I can't wait to meet Buster in person.
Oh,
know.
Wiley. You have to stop saying Jackie and Buster. You have to include Wiley now.
You're right. It's not fair.
Hi,
It's
Wiley.
hard to get used to. But there's been a new
Wait.
addition.
So Wiley is also Jackie's dog?
Mhm.
Or is it like did I forget Wiley?
Wiley's the little coyote looking one.
Right. But who's Wiley's mama or daddy?
Jackie.
So Jackie has two doggos now?
Yeah, for a bit.
I did not even know that because I always
to
hear
be
about Buster.
To be fair, I put that on Jackie. I think Jackie's showing Buster more,
Yeah.
attention than Wiley.
Listen, Jackie,
I
I
did
get
not
it.
even know
I
about
have 3
Wiley.
dogs and I only talk about one. I get it.
I have a question too. Is that a Lego Disney castle or is that a model,
Yes,
like some other
Jackie
kind of replica?
did the giant Disney
That
castle.
is the Lego castle?
Whoa.
That's
Yes.
impressive.
That is
That's cool.
giant.
And did you build it up there on that shelf or did you lift it onto that shelf after it was made? Because that sounds very scary, lifting a
No,
Lego
she lifted
castle
it.
to a
I
shelf.
remember asking her about
Really?
it, and yeah,
Hey, and props to you watching NCIS. I love that show.
NCIS.
I'm not just looking at all the backgrounds of
Talk
the
about a
photos of
long-running
Buster.
series.
I'm ride or die, baby. I'm with NCIS till the end.
well, I
oh.
have one last email to bring us home,
You do.
and I think it's very fitting. It's from AK, and the subject is, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." Ad nauseam. Wynonna. Oh my God, Wynonna. What the fuck is Tubi? Oh my God, Wynonna. Tubi is our new best friend.
Tubi is all we've ever needed and wanted.
It's all we've ever known from here on out.
It's only ever been Tubi.
It's always was going to be Tubi.
It's always Tubi in Philadelphia.
Tubi dooby doo. Where are you? Other things also, and that con sounded epic, yay! But I can't remember anything whatsoever that I was going to say because Wynonna. Oh my God! After how many years? Oh my God! Oh my God! Wynonna collapsing in an exhausted heap. AK, you are all of us right now.
Same. I feel like that's us. This is us.
Does it feel like a weird dream that you never expected that? Like you had a dream and then it's actually real though? I mean,
A little bit. Although I kind
know
of...
there's
like, did you ever imagine in the like back during the lean times, the lean years, like what would it be like if we got Wynonna back? Like, what would the announcement be like, and how would people react? And like, what did you ever just think about this? And then it's like, wow, it's really
personally, I
happening.
feel like I never left. I
Hmm.
think
Right.
maybe that's why for me it doesn't feel like 3 years
Yeah.
because I've somehow tried to keep it alive this whole time in denial that it was gone. Um, so I feel like it's just never left and that it's never going to leave. I
Yeah,
might feel differently after this is over again.
maybe.
Um,
But yeah, I feel like the way that Emily was talking about it and we knew that she was shopping it around, I just felt like she's going to figure it out. She's going to
Hmm.
find the right person who gets it and is going to be like, "Yeah, let's do it." Like I'm not surprised, but it's like,
mhm.
"Oh, okay. Now what's happening?" Okay, cool. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I the day they said they weren't renewing it, I was devastated. But then everything that happened after that, somehow, and I'm not like an eternal optimist by any means. I'm a doomsday, like I can tell you the worst case scenario about pretty much anything at any given time. But for some reason, I just never felt like it wasn't going to come back.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, it almost felt too. I mean, because you had seasons promised that were taken away, and then it's kind of like almost like they also probably felt there was unfinished business. Even though it wrapped up so well and with such closure, but still, it's kind of like it was just sort of just something that was given and then taken away to where I felt like they probably wanted to see it out as well.
Well,
You
that's an
know?
interesting point, Wendy, because the finale of season 4 was it was like a perfect little
Yeah, it
kind
was
of bow on the
perfect.
package. It's like, okay, now you have this 90-minute special, no guarantees you're coming back. How do you end it? And like, is it again like this
Right.
big like everything is great and everyone's going and doing what they want to do, but it's like you can't get as good as you got at the end of 412, you know? It's a
Right. And
That's
part of
test.
that's
me,
always
What
the scary thing.
she's kind of written herself into a bit of a corner as far as like, if this is
yeah.
the end, how are you going to end it, you know?
But why would it be the end? Because that could have been the end.
For sure, but
But I
there's
feel
no
So
like you
why would you write
guarantees.
a new end? You know what I mean?
but
Yeah,
I feel like you have to write closure
there's no
because you just don't know.
guarantees.
She's
Yeah.
said before, like she thinks it's kind of and I'm paraphrasing, this is not fact,
Mm.
but she's said before something like people who write cliffhangers with the hope that like you're painting someone into a corner where it's like,
Right,
well,
like
they're gonna
Hmm.
have to pick us up again because I
Yeah.
left it at a cliffhanger. She doesn't like that. She thinks that's like an arrogant thing to do.
right.
Um,
Unless you know for sure you're back. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
that's what
yeah,
season at
you
end of
know.
season 3, they were coming back. Like there was
Yeah.
right,
being in the garden was just going to be,
Right.
we'll settle it in a couple of months, you know? It wasn't
right.
supposed to be the end of the show.
Hmm.
But like for like some like for this I don't want to say trial, but like this is a different venue, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. And she also kind of is setting it up saying it's a different story. So it's going to be Earp, but I think it's going to be Earp differently than what we've seen before.
Interesting.
More of
I
like
could,
a concise like a
yeah.
standalone maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
Maybe
can
not a
see,
complete story, but like a
Its own thing.
I
yeah.
can see how too you could give closure to that story, but also leave the door open for, possibilities.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they're like Marvel movies where you're like
Yeah.
this is an end, but somehow they always pick something back up that
Hmm.
was finished before, but oh look, it wasn't really finished, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Of course, they
Well,
had control over their own destiny as well. So
Yeah.
they weren't
that's
at the mercy
true.
of a network saying, yeah, that went really well. Do you want to do another one? So,
I mean,
I don't know.
the good news is that this show is in the best possible hands it could be in.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
she's going to nail it. Emma's going to nail it with the script. Everyone's going to show up and do the best they can do. And if it's, if the show, if there's another life after this, the person that can make it happen is fucking Emily Andress. So it's the best what's going to happen is going to be, she's going to do her damnedest to make it happen. So I have complete trust in her.
And I feel like the outcome of this, like it's probably, I mean, I can't imagine getting like, oh, we're gonna relaunch the series, but I could see, every few years or something, you get a new little movie, you get a little
would love
chapter. Like
that.
Tara was talking about Psych, they ran for all these seasons. Every few years, they would show up
it.
to Comic-Con, they do the thing, they'd have a new movie coming out. They've done like 3 of them.
Let's do it.
Well, Veronica Mars had the series, then it had the movie brought back by crowdfunded by fans, and then it had another season.
Yeah. So, I mean, you never know. Anything is, look, once Harrison Ford came back as Han Solo, anything was possible in the entertainment world as far as I was concerned. And who would ever thought we would get X-Files back ever?
I know.
Up and down a couple seasons, but who would have ever thought that would happen? I mean, I'm not 100% sure we'll never get a Xena thing back. I mean, I don't know what Universal's doing, but nothing is out of the question.
Never say never.
It's just like geriatric Xena.
Well,
I'll take it, Anne.
I will too. I mean, it's too whatever, but the fact that Wynonna came back, I mean, nothing is ever complete. All you gotta do is have an executive somewhere that believes in it and that sees a possibility and sees a fandom that
for sure
would love to see it back.
And luckily, right now, nobody wants to make original stories, so it's all reboots and sequel. Like, great, perfect.
Well, and keep showing up, right? Like,
it's on us.
It's easy to be like cynical in the world, and I'm guilty of it a lot myself. But it's like sometimes you just have to believe and keep showing up, and when it comes out, just show the support because, like, we unfortunately have to prove to people that like this is what we want, and that I kind of put it out there on Twitter. I'm like, Tubi, make merch, take our money. Like, this is a network that is. Commercials is there's no subscription, so it's not like we can go subscribe and show them our love that way, but it's like if it means keeping Wynonna alive, like, make merch, we'll buy it.
It's an untapped market. People want to buy shit, man.
Make a DVD, I will buy it. I don't even watch
Video
DVDs,
games.
but I will buy it. Video game, like, as long as it's sanctioned by Emily and it includes our cast, I will buy it.
Hundo P.
You know what's crazy? You can go on NBC.com and there is a Xena page. Just getting back on Xena, but it's like
crazy.
There's a random. It's got one little clip. And I'm like, why is there even still a page for Xena on NBC.com?
NBC.com?
Yeah, I just randomly browsed it. You need this, Peacock. Put it on the Peacock.
Yeah, no shit.
Put a movie on the Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock. Let's go.
Maybe I'm hoping, you know what? And here's the thing with Wynonna and the fans getting this 90-minute movie, if it does especially well, maybe other networks, Tubi, will take note and, look at these other fandoms that had their shows taken away. Mm-hmm. And, start seeing the possibilities, bringing some of these things back, even for a movie, for whatever. Mm-hmm. So.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's just we just love Tubi. It's all about
Tubi.
Love you, Tubi.
That's all I think about.
Tubi do.
Tubi do.
Be my Valentine, Tubi. I'll show you a good time.
Tubi do.
Well, that about wraps up our giant mail sack. Thank you, everybody, for emailing us. We appreciate you. And if it takes a little longer, it's not personal. It's just that, we got things we want to talk about. So. But
we got Purgatory every week now.
I know.
Do we need content? No, we'll just go hang out, make sure, check on the house, the homestead, check on things, and we'll zoom back out. But we're going to keep this place. What are the plants?
Yeah, what are the plants?
Yeah.
What are the plants?
Start up the truck to make sure the battery stays charged. Drive
it
around the block.
Good point.
That's important.
Fill her up.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
We'll have to go get ready for the ball.
Yay! Can't wait to hear all about
Cinderella.
I can't wait to see who I see. Oh, yeah. I forgot to talk about it earlier, but here's my hopes.
Okay,
I'm hoping Margot Robbie's there with Greta.
Great.
I'm hoping Robert Downey Jr.'s there with Christopher Nolan.
Who probably will be.
Side note, random people. I would love to see Nia DaCosta, is that her name? Director of The Marvels, because I want to say, hey, The Marvels was really good.
Oh, great. Yeah, which is now on Disney Plus. You can watch it now in the
if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Your own home. Yeah.
It's really funny. I was watching. There's a making of too that, like, God bless it. These people put so much effort and hard work, and even the sounds and the music. There's so much effort. There's so many women involved on so many levels of this movie, and it was really funny. And I rewatched some of the parts that I liked back, and I was still cracking up by myself.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie. But yeah, I'm hoping she's there. I'll say, hey, like the Obi-Wan director chick. I was like, hey, really liked Obi-Wan.
Last year.
So it's cool if I see her and I recognize her. And then my girl, Britt Marling, she directed a couple episodes of her show, Murder at the End of the World. If I see Britt Marling, I'm going to lose it.
You have to talk to her.
Britt, you're awesome.
Please talk to her.
I will try. If they're at the pre-party, especially, when I'll go get another wine or something. And like, hey, Britt, what's up?
Pack a granola bar or something. Don't forget to take the bread.
Good tip.
I'm packing food and I'm eating on the way there because they're
going to get hungry.
I'm going to take an extra piece of bread before they take it away from us.
Put a baggie in your purse in case you got to store the bread.
Yeah. And also, I probably won't drink as much this year, too. So we'll see.
Whatever.
I don't want to feel like crap.
What you got to do.
It'll be fun. So, all right. Well, I got to go shower and turn this little pumpkin into a carriage or something. So.
Podcasting for 4.5 hours.
I know.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Ooh, boy.
What'd you do in our break?
I didn't go to the bathroom.
That's the first place I went. And then I had mac and cheese. So
nice.
I had to eat. I was starving. All right. Well, we're still on Twitter. And we're going to keep calling it Twitter. And it's at She Nerds Out. No, it's at She Nerds Out.
No,
at Snot Podcast with 1D. I've been doing this how long?
This is over. Well, it's over 200 times.
Okay. So,
listen. We're also on. Terrace tells us that we're on Instagram and Facebook at She Nerds Out Podcast. I think she's right.
I don't know.
You can send us an email at shenerdsout shenerdsout@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you guys, so please keep sending those emails, that works too. Or go to our website, shenerdsout.com. All your snopping needs.
You can send real mail to Snot Podcast, P.O. Box 6732, Burbank, California, 91510. You can send me mail there too.
Do not plug your podcast P.O. Box.
You can.
How can people find
me
you?
on Twitter?
Yeah, and how can people find you?
Why not P? You can email me at whynotpodcast@gmail.com.
There you go. All right.
You know.
Thank you for joining us once again, Anne.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Always a
The
pleasure.
pleasure is mine.
Pleasure, treasure.
Treasure.
Go outside, Anne. Go warm up.
Yeah, go stand in the sun.
I'm going to go potty and goodbye.
Do that first. All right.
Sound like a 3-year-old.
Till
I go
we
potty.
See
I
you
go
again.
bye.
Anne's going to go potty.
Go potty.
And we'll see you next
Gonna say
time.
the she.
She nerds out.
Out. Love you, Tubi.
She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
We love Tubi.
Love Tubi.
Tubi.
Tubi. Hello and welcome to a bonus mail sack.
Oh, wait. Can't start over. I just started my
it.
recording. Sorry. I just started recording. I didn't want you to get clipped. Okay, I'm good.
Fucking amateurs.
Hey now. All right.